Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of The Wonder Years, a Korean movie from 2007 that stars Lee Si-young. No, it's not a remake of the popular American television series starring Fred Savage, so this is completely different from that. The literal title of this movie is 13-Year-Old Soo-ah, and KoreanFilm.org has a nice plot synopsis, which I will paraphrase here. Our protagonist, Soo-ah, is a shy girl living in a small Cholla Province town. Deeply unhappy, she believes that a popular singer is her real mother, to the bafflement of her working mom. When her junior high school life turns out to be more of the same, i.e. peer abuse and indifference, Soo-ah resolves to travel to Seoul and confront her real mother. Now, I was initially drawn to this movie back in the day because of the lead actress, Lee Si-young, who was on kind of a hot streak of good projects during the mid-2000s. Lovely Rivals is a very fun flick. When I Turned 9 is like one of the best films about children I've ever seen. And she also had a fairly small but important performance in the K-drama blockbuster Daejang Gum, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. So at that point, I'm watching anything this girl appears in. And needless to say, The Wonder Years continued her hot streak. But I would say her movie resume has been less impressive in recent years. She has been in some good stuff, but nothing remotely as good as some of her earlier projects, especially When I Turned 9, or even The Wonder Years here. It seems like she spends most of her time in television nowadays, earning some acting awards along the way, so this is another one of those situations where I'm going to have to find time to dive back into K-dramas again to kind of, keep up with some of these really talented performers. She is very talented, and The Wonder Years is a good showcasing of her skills. I mean, this is basically a realistic coming-of-age movie, and it emphasizes everyday events, especially the girl's nuanced interactions with other girls her age, who may or may not end up being reliable friends. And our protagonist is a normal, common girl who unfortunately has an unhealthy mentality. It gets a little bit out of control. She's not popular at school, has very few friends. There's a boy in the neighborhood who seems to like her, but she doesn't seem to really care. She also has some resentment towards her mother, which leads to her making some pretty bad decisions. I think her personality early on is kind of on the chilly side, not especially likable, but the movie does a good job of developing her. As the story moves along, you can kind of understand her frustrations, which kind of leads her to imagining an idealistic mother who's like this pop star, and she kind of runs away from reality during those scenes. And the primary dilemmas, which lead to this psychological problem, very well developed. And actually pretty believable, I think. I mean, those are basically the core positives of this film. You got very good acting, the script is very good, and it has a realistic depiction of younger kids, early teen level kids. Simply a very good movie overall. If I were to criticize one thing, maybe, there are a few scenes where she kind of has daydream scenes about who she believes to be her mother, and those scenes were fine. But I think they probably could have been a little bit more creative in how they were implemented. But really, I mean, that's all you really need to know about this. I mean, if you're in the mood for a good quality coming-of-age film, check out The Wonder Years. I think the Region 3 DVD with English subtitles can still be found online. I found some copies on the website Han Books, so I'll include a link in the description box below if you're interested in checking this out. I can't really find it on streaming right now, so the DVD might be your best option. But yeah, this is a very good movie. It's another one of those Korean films that kind of slides under that radar, But hopefully if you've seen it, you enjoyed it as much as I do, and if you're about to see it, hopefully you'll like it. And as always, I'll see you next time.